Today we'll meet Waupaca's newly re-elected City Council member Lori Chesnut. Jim Miller stops by to preview this year's pumpkin carving display, find out about this fall's electronics recycling event, and meet our pet of the month. I'm Joni Kern, and this is What's Happening Waupaca. We are talking with Lori Chesnut, who is the city's newest city council member. Welcome to the show, and welcome to the City Council of Waupaca.
And thank you for having me.
You bet. So let's get to know you a little bit. You told me just a little bit ago that you are not from Waupaca. Where are you from?
I grew up in the Pelican Lake and Rhinelander area of Wisconsin.
Okay.
Then moved to Fond du Lac, and then moved to Waupaca in 1973. So I've been a resident since 1973.
That's quite a while.
So I'm a resident.
So what brought you to Waupaca from Rhinelander and Fond du Lac?
I'm going to bring from Fond du Lac, because going to Fond du Lac was when I was young, going to school and working. Okay. And then coming here was when my my ex-husband was employed by Waupaca Foundry here. So we came from Waupaca Foundry, which is 60 years old.
Gotcha. So tell me a little bit about your family.
I have 4 children, 2 girls and 2 boys. I have 7 grandchildren, and I have 3 boys and 4 girls.
Oh, grandchildren are the best, aren't they?
Yes, we should have had them first.
You should have, because then you could, or you skip straight to grandchildren?
Yeah.
Because you get to teach them all the naughty stuff and then send them home.
Correct.
See, that's the best thing about grandkids. So you, as a city council member, did you do something professionally that brought you to that, or what kind of instigated in you the desire to get on the council?
Well, the first desire would be a doctor that I had and became very close to and had to trust a lot. And he told me that his mother had said to him every day when he got home, "What have you done for the good of people today?" So that's always been in my mind. And then when Lisa Pori stepped down in the 90s, I filled in her position. So I was appointed at that time.
Okay.
Served for several years, moved to the town of Dayton, which the city doesn't let you serve then. And then had the opportunity when Lisa stepped, or not Lisa, but when
there was an opening.
When there was an opening, thank you very much, when there was an opening, and was accepted and appointed again this past June. So,
well, that's kind of exciting, you know. So you're enjoying. You had experience, so this was kind of a natural thing to come right back into, right?
Right.
So tell me what you're doing now with the city council that's really exciting or interesting for you.
There's a lot of things that are really going on with the city of Waupaca. I'm finding the downtown revitalization interesting and really learning as much as I can about that to see how that's going to work out.
That's going to be a huge project.
A huge project.
But I know Terry from the Chamber was on, and Brenna Kane was on, and we've talked about how hard the city and the Chamber are working to keep the downtown affected as little as possible, which is nice for those of us who know business people or want to shop downtown. It's nice to know that the city's trying hard to keep that healthy during the whole reconstruction period.
Well, it's very important that everybody is together and communicating, and I think we also need to remember the people of Waupaca, what their likes and dislikes are, that they have input into how they feel about, you know, as a council person, you represent your constituents, not your ideas or dreams or wishes.
Is that hard to do? Is it, you know, I look at politicians today, and yesterday, I mean, I just did a whole thing on Abraham Lincoln and found it not to be a whole lot different, but is it difficult for any person involved in politics to separate what they want from what their constituents want?
I think it should be the first thought in your mind, is what you're representing them. This has nothing to do, it's not about you, it's about them. You're representing them, and if that's in your mind always, you should be able to do a good job to do that.
Terrific. Thank you, Lori. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
You bet. We'll look forward to seeing you at City Council meetings.
Yes, you will.
Okay. Next up, we are going to be talking with Jim Miller again. It's pumpkin time.
The Revival in downtown Waupaca prides themselves in providing above and beyond customer service. From small to tall, women of any age can consider the Revival your professional personal stylist, helping you find the right outfit for any occasion, weddings, senior pictures, or even a special night out. The Revival also specializes in home decor with a large selection and variety of items to choose from, including art from local Waupaca artists. The Revival, 111 West Fulton Street across from Farmer State Bank, downtown Waupaca. For more information, call 715-281-5100 or find them on Facebook. The Revival, home, art, and fashion.
We have Jim Miller here again. It is good to see you again this year, Jim.
Good to be here again.
You were here last year with a whole bunch of pumpkins. So we had so much fun looking at the tools and stuff. So I am so glad that you came back so we could talk pumpkins again this year.
Thanks.
Because, you know, Halloween is right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It's getting close, and I'm way behind already.
Are you really?
Everything's in the garden yet.
Oh, yeah, you have to pull it out. So the first thing I have to ask you is what your theme is, because you have a theme every single year. So what's this year's?
This year I'm going to play a little bit with the high school play because my daughter's in it, and it's the Addams Family, so we'll do a mini theme with the Addams Family this year. And I know a lot of people last year, I have a guest book, and they signed in, a lot of people wanted to see like the Wizard of Oz. So we may go that route too, but I'm not disclosing anything yet.
Oh, we have to have secrets. So we have to go out and see the pumpkin display. And that's something I actually made time to do. I have a friend that lives not very far from you, actually. But I made time to get out there and see the pumpkin display last year. If you haven't seen it, it is incredible.
Thank you.
Now, you collect canned goods for the food pantry.
Yes.
And I know last year, I mean, it was right alongside the road. I could drop off my canned goods.
Right. Yeah, we have just encouraged you to bring canned good out. Last year we donated over 500 pounds to the food pantry, which was wonderful. I think we've increased every year since we started this, so this is it's a big deal for us, and it's fun, you know. So and this year I'm going to do something different. I think with some of the money we get this year. Because of such problems going on with the police department and the police officers, I think I'm going to donate money to the police officers. Always go out and buy toys. They take a kid shopping day, so we're going to donate some money to that this year too.
Oh, what a fabulous idea, because I know you asked for the canned goods, but people do bring money as well.
Yes, they do. Yep.
And the food pantry and Take a Kid Shopping Day are both, I mean, they are just terrific ways to serve your community.
Yeah, and you know, there's so much bad press out now with the police officers and they don't deserve it, so we're going to help them out.
You know what? They never have. I mean, when we were kids, people didn't talk nicely about police officers, and it has gotten worse.
Yes, I believe so.
Especially with the national news. Now, we are also going to talk about Kevin and Haunted Hollow.
Yes.
So tell me, because the two of you work together.
We've been kind of going back and forth. I guess we're both kind of Halloween nuts and freaks. So I got to know Kevin probably 6 or 7 years ago. And it started out by taking my family and my relatives over to Haunted Hollow to get scared. And then from there, we've just been talking back and forth. And last year, if you remember the big scarecrow out front, there's a great big scarecrow, and Kevin actually donated that to me last year. So I'm going to have to do something for him this year. Maybe we'll make his kid a pumpkin or something so he can show it off over at his place.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But you were telling me he does ghouls and...
Yeah, he does a haunted yard, basically, that you drive by, and you can either put your flashers on if you have little kids that you don't want scared, and then you won't have any of the ghouls come out and scare the car. So you just drive by and look at all the displays in the yard. And if you don't have your flashers on, there'll be ghouls that'll come out from the ditches or wherever, and they'll try to scare you. They'll come and grab you, or if your windows are down, and things like that.
Oh, how much fun!
Oh, it's a good time, and Kevin does a very nice job with that.
Sure. Now, where's Haunted Hollow at?
Haunted Hollow is out, if you know where Hidden Waters Golf Course is, out on 54. It's the next left on that.
So the two of you, I could do Haunted Hollow, and I could do you right at about the same time.
Sure.
Because you're fairly close to each other.
Yeah, we're about 8 miles apart, probably, when it comes right down to it. And he opens a little bit earlier. I think he told me yesterday, we talked, and he said he was going to open on the 11th. He tried to be open on the 11th. I'm not opening up this year until the 18th.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So I can get down and I can see your pumpkins, and I can go to Haunted Hollow.
Right.
He does this for canned goods as well.
Yes,
correct?
he does. He does canned goods also.
And he donates them to the food pantry.
Yes.
We've had the food pantry on here several times, and it's just a super organization for helping families out that need a little bit of help.
Yeah, they do nice
yeah,
job. Yep.
They do a great job. So thank you, Jim, for being here. It's always a pleasure to see you. And like I said, if you have not taken the time, it's out on Golke Road.
Out in Golke Road, yep.
If you haven't taken the time to go see the pumpkins, Jim puts in like 18-hour days for weeks to get these things. They are absolutely phenomenal. And you can see last year's episode on YouTube as well, which is kind of neat if you want to know how to do it.
Right.
So thank you, Jim, so much, and we'll see you again.
Thanks.
Next, we are going to be talking to Josh about the fall recycling event coming up here pretty soon.
Waupaca Radio FM 96.3 is the City of Waupaca's community radio station. Waupaca Radio is here to connect you with the activities of your government and community and broadcast a variety of government meetings, community segments, and public safety information. To keep you entertained, Waupaca Radio features a variety of music, including the Morning Polka Show 7 days a week starting at 4 a.m., great oldies throughout the day, and smooth jazz several evenings throughout the week. Tune in to Waupaca Radio for your forecast, community calendar, and information on an hourly basis. Learn more about Waupaca Radio by visiting the Waupaca Community Media website at waupaca.tv to learn when different programming is on or how to utilize and get involved with Waupaca Radio. Your radio station is Waupaca Radio, FM 96.3. If you'd like to be a guest on What's Happening Waupaca, contact Josh at 715-258-4405 or email jwerner@cityofwaupaca.org. Full details at wintvwaupaca.com.
We are talking to Josh Warner. Hi, Josh.
Hello, Joni.
About the fall electronics recycling event. Now, how many years has this been going on?
It's been going on 3.5 years. I believe this is our 7th time doing the event. And we've been doing it every spring, every fall. And the City of Waupaca and the Waupaca Area Chamber of Commerce have been working together on organizing this event. And we've been working with a recycling vendor out of the valley called Renew, who specializes and is certified in electronics recycling.
So none of this stuff is going over to China in people's yards?
Nope,
where it's poisoning
it goes
them.
over to a warehouse in the valley. I've been there a couple times, and they strip it apart, sort everything out. And part of their certification and compliance, and they need that in order to deal with large enterprise businesses recycling their items, is they have to verify how everything's disposed of and transport it, so it's very safe and very well done and very environmentally friendly.
It just kind of gets scary to talk about it, because there's some pretty big companies who have been caught, and the stuff is being shipped to dumps in China where it's causing all kinds of health problems.
And people have all sorts of stuff, whether it's residents or businesses, that old TV, that old computer, that old gaming system, old phone systems, and a lot of times it just gets tossed in a dumpster because people don't know better. It's garbage, let's get rid of it. Well, this stuff shouldn't be going into the landfill. It should be safely disposed of, and that's why we've brought this event to Waupaca.
And it really was successful. I know I brought a trunk full of stuff last year, and I have a pile in my garage started already for this, because there's always something, whether it's a toaster that goes kaput or a computer or a TV or whatever it is, it goes in. If it has a plug-in or is run by batteries, right?
Yep.
You guys will take it.
We will take anything from electronics to appliances, and I've got the sheet in front of me, computers, servers, laptops, gaming systems, speaker systems, phones, cell phones, tablets, keyboards, mice, cords, printers, copiers, radios, treadmills, microwaves, stoves, are all accepted at no cost. There are a few items that have a fee just because there's a large cost in properly and safely disposing them, and those are the CRT, the big box TVs, are $20. The big box, the CRT monitors are $10 each. And then they do take a wide variety of appliances, and any that contain Freon are $20 a piece, but everything else is accepted for free.
And that's fair enough, because the Freon appliances or the CRTs that have its lead, right, in them, they cost a little bit more. And to be able to get rid of all of this stuff for free, because if I take it to the dump in Waupaca County, I have to pay for them to take it anyway.
By the pound.
So I'm telling you, if it has a cord or batteries,
Bring it over.
Bring it over. Now, you're in the Kmart parking lot.
It's going to be taking place, yes, in the Kmart parking lot over on Fulton Street on Friday, October 23rd from 10:30 till 1.
And you are encouraging people to come over lunch hour, right?
Since it's a weekday that we do this event on, and actually we've dabbled, we've gone back and forth between a weekend and weekday, and we've actually done the best on Fridays with this event, and we just promote to people, drive through when you're on your lunch break. We work hard to get the cars through there fairly quick.
You guys are fast. When I came last year, because you have to take a left on Western to go up there, and I was parked on the street, and then you got to wind up, and I don't know that I was sitting in line for 10 or 15 minutes.
It's great if you want to get out of your car and help unload, but we've got staff there. We try to get the cars unloaded, moved out of there, and it's really simple. Have it in your trunk, pop through on your way to lunch, and there you go. And the 7 times we've done this, I don't have the exact number, but I think it's been well over 125,000 pounds that have been recycled through this event.
Incredible. That's incredible. It's a great thing for the city of Waupaca and the chamber to do, and it's free for us, except for the few items that cost more. So. And
we do like to remind people, if you can't make this event, or if you've got items to dispose of other times during the year, Waupaca County's process and transfer facility up near Manawa does accept electronics. They do have a fee schedule up there, so it's not all, it's not as free as this event, but year-round there still is a place, fairly local, a little bit of a 15-minute drive to go to bring those things, but we've got this right here in town and convenient.
Sure. And you just got to do what I do, and that's start a corner, and then I fill the trunk, and off we go. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Joni.
And we appreciate what you guys are doing for us. Next, we're going to be talking to Monica Gardner. We went out to the Humane Society, and we are going to meet some absolutely adorable puppies.
Internet service at Win TV provided by Waupaca Online, your local wireless internet service. If you're looking for an alternative to high prices, don't have cable or DSL in your area, not happy with the reliability of satellite internet or the low bandwidth limits of cellular, Waupaca Online is your answer. Locally operated, Waupaca Online features several speeds to choose from, local service, and many happy customers. Ready to make the change to Waupaca Online? Call 715-942-9919 or visit waupacaonline.net to schedule your free site survey.
We decided to do a special thing and come to the Humane Society. Hi, Monica.
Hello.
We have, right here, what are these mixes? Healer and?
Nope, I think these are Jack Russell and maybe Chihuahua. We don't usually know what some of these puppies are.
But they're absolutely adorable. I have Todd and you have Trixie, right?
Right.
And how old are these guys right now?
These guys are just over 6 weeks now. We have a total of 7 of them. It was an oops litter, and we got all of them. So we will be looking for good homes for them in a few weeks, and hopefully they'll be ready by the time this airs.
Here's the cool thing is that you always get puppies. By the time this airs, they're going to be ready to go home. They're not going to be 6 weeks old anymore.
Right.
But you get lots of younger puppies.
We do. So if you've been thinking about a puppy, no matter what kind you've been thinking about, just come in and fill out one of our applications or do it on our website. And when we get something in that we think you might be interested in, we can give you a call.
Because I know people that are looking for specific kinds of puppies, which is
Right, and we don't always know what these are. It's our, our best guess. Sometimes we know what mom is, but we don't always know what dad is. In fact, we usually don't know what dad is. Sometimes we'll do DNA tests on them, and we do have a better idea then of what's going on. So that's always a possibility too.
we have, the other thing we want to mention is our second annual PAWS, Performing Arts Waupaca Showdown, which is happening in November.
At the high school.
It'll be at the high school on November 14th. It does require tryouts, so you're going to want to watch the website or the Humane Society website.
Right, and on our Facebook page. We've got a Facebook page also just set up for PAWS. So keep an eye on our Facebook pages, and we'll have the tryout dates on there and the locations, and get signed up.
Yep, we're looking for some terrific talent. We had a ton of fun last year, so watch for that. And come to the Humane Society and fall in love with a puppy, huh?
Yeah.
Because I don't need another dog, but I could take every single one home.
Yeah, that would be a lot of work.
Yes, it would. Thank you, Monica. We'll see you again.
Thank you.